An unsuspecting Brit's tale surviving swooping season in Australia. As a Brit, when you think of Australia, a few things come to mind. Stunning beaches, kangaroos hopping about, Vegemite, which is frankly an acquired taste, and of course the alarming array of deadly creatures that call the land down under their home. I was well prepared for that. Snakes? Check. Sharks? Check. Spiders the size of a dinner plate? Double check. But what I wasn't prepared for, what no amount of David Attenborough documentaries could have prepared me for, was the sheer terror of the magpie during swooping season. Now, we Brits are no strangers to birds. We have our robins, our sparrows, even the odd seagull that'll swipe your chips if you're not vigilant. But let me tell you, none of these feathered fiends hold a candle to the magpie, a bird so fearsome, so cunning, it should come with a warning label. Picture this. I'm out for a lovely walk in the park, minding my own business, enjoying the sunshine and marvelling at how the weather here is vastly superior to the drizzle back home. Little did I know, I had unwittingly wandered into a war zone. The first sign that something was amiss was a peculiar noise, a whoosh of wings overhead. I glanced up, and there it was, a black and white missile hurtling toward me with the speed of a fighter jet. Ah, a magpie, I thought, naively assuming it was simply flying by. How foolish I was! For you see, during a particular time of the year, magpies become territorial maniacs, turning into kamikaze pilots with one goal, to protect their young from anyone or anything they perceive as a threat. Australians have somehow normalised this annual avian assault. "Oh, it's just swooping season," they say with a shrug, as if it's perfectly normal for birds to engage in aerial combat with pedestrians. How does one avoid being dive-bombed by a magpie, you ask? Well, the locals have come up with some ingenious strategies that might seem utterly bonkers to the untrained eye. Some folks have taken to sticking googly eyes on the backs of their hats, in the belief that magpies are less likely to swoop if they think you're watching them. Others carry umbrellas on sunny days, not to shield themselves from the sun, but to fend off these airborne aggressors. And let's not forget the cyclists who festoon their helmets with an array of spikes, zip ties, and other bizarre appendages in an effort to dissuade any would-be attackers. It's like Mad Max, but with birds. On my first encounter, I panicked. I ran, flailing my arms about, trying to ward off the relentless beast, all while shouting, "Bloody hell, get off!" Of course, this only served to make me a more enticing target. After what felt like an eternity, but was probably more like 30 seconds, I escaped with my dignity in tatters. I later learned that running is the worst thing you can do. It just makes the magpies more determined to chase you. You're supposed to stay calm, keep your eyes on the bird, and back away, slowly. But honestly, when a bird is coming at you like a feathered bullet, calm is the last thing you feel. So, for any fellow Brits considering a trip to Australia, be warned, forget the spiders and the snakes. It's the magpies you need to watch out for. And if you do find yourself in their sights, remember, don't panic, don't run, and for goodness sake, invest in a hat with eyes on it. You'll thank me later.
Poll question. What's your biggest fear when it comes to bugs? Head over to the community tab to answer and comment on this question. I'd love to hear your comments.